Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be watching this video from. This is Cornelius to be in that with another video representing ZSTEM Hub. And in this video, we're going to answer question number 7 for the 2024 paper 1 internal. This is the additional mathematics, and it's on binomial expansions and the binomial theorem. Page 405. Okay, question 7 reads, find the term independent of x in the expansion of x cubed plus 2 divided by x raised to the power 12 carrying 4 marks. In the second question, they want you to find the value of p, given that the coefficient of x, I know maybe it's not that clear in this video, but this is cubed. I'm so sorry for that. I hope it will be clear in the document. Okay, it's not that clear, but it's cubed. Given that the coefficient of x cubed is 16 times the coefficient of x squared in the expansion of 4px plus 1 raised to the power 8. I want you to find the value of p. Yeah. Then 7a, where we'll have x cubed plus 2 over x. So we have a, where we have the expansion of x cubed, oh my goodness, cubed, x cubed plus 2, the plus sign is not okay, plus 2 divided by x, at least it's better. I think it was raised to 12, so it was raised to the power 12. Take note, that is power 12. I can't seem to find where I was writing. How was I writing? Oh yeah, I was writing right here. Like that. They want you to find the term independent of x. What do? You just use the binomial coefficient formula. So 12 combination r, because we do not know that particular term. 12 combination r multiplied by x cubed, so this is x cubed, and then what do? We always say 12 minus r. What has remained this side is 2 over x, but to write 2 over x in exponential form, it to be 2x, 2 times x to the power -1. And then this is raised to the power r, following the combination rules. So this is the expression that we are having. Should give us the term independent of x, which is x raised to the power 0, should be our final answer in that particular case. In this case, all the coefficients, and all the variables will be grouped together. So what I mean is 12 combination r will be like that, to give you something. And then what do we have? We have 2 to the power r. 2 to the power r will also be grouped like that. And then you're also going to have x. Now x to the power, if we distribute that power 3, it will be 36 minus 3r. Is it 3r? Yes, 36, or so it's 3 times 12, then minus 3r, and then you're going to remain with you add x this side. To be raised to the power, goodness, sorry for that. Let me try to go back to the document. Can I go back to it? Okay, I'm back. That was just something. This is where we ended. I hope we can see how things are moving. So this is the power negative r. Okay, it will now be the power negative r. So negative r, and then to be equal to x to the power 0. Of course, in the exam you need to do this faster, but this will help you find that r faster. Now let us just consider everything having x. Well, we'll say x to the power 36 minus 3r. I don't think we need to put it in brackets anymore. I think we understand what's happening now, right? Or should we just leave it in brackets so that we can know? Let's just do it like that. 36 minus 3r, and then x to the power negative r should give us x to the power 0. Since we have the same base throughout, what do? We just get the powers as they are. 36 minus 3r minus r should give us 0. We just simplify. 36 minus 4r should give us 0. So it would be 36 is equal to 4r. You divide by 4 now. You divide by 4. 4 can go into itself a 1 into 4 is a 1. 4 can go into itself a 1 into 36. It's a 9. 9 times 4 is 36. So you're going to have r being equal to 9 as your final answer for r. So now we'll come back to this point where we grouped here. So come and substitute there. It's okay, I won't substitute there because we might get confused, right? So it's just better we just substitute. So this is where we were. How are we going to do this? We are going to say, that's a comma, take note, comma. So we're going to say is equal to, or we can just denote by a line. You don't need to write commas, so just write it. Are we consistent with the way we were answering? Okay. You can just extend the line, sort of like a line. Okay. So we're going to say is equal to 12. You can write combination 9. This is quite okay. It's the same as also writing, same as writing 12. Let me write it a bit higher. 12 in brackets 9. It's the same. I'll just do it like this so that we can, be familiar with these things. 12 combination 9. Then this is times. We're going to have x cubed to the power 12 minus 9 multiplied by a 2 divided by x to the power r, which is 9 in this particular case. We are going to have is equal to, on your calculator, 12C9, where I have NPR. NCR there, just click 12, then that button, then 3. You're going to have 12C3, which is what? 220 times x here. Since we're going to have the power 3 and then 12 minus 9 is a 3. 3 power 3 is a 9. So I'm going to have x to the power 9 times a 2 to the power 9. What is 2 raised to the power 9? It's a 512. So the final answer will be times a 512 divided by x to the power 9. So this will cancel, giving you 1. So it will be 220 times 512. Therefore the term independent of x is equal to, we have 220, which is 220 that we have there, times 512 times 512. We're going to have big number. Don't worry, we do get big numbers. 112,640. This is where the binomial theorem comes very important, because if you were to expand, this is the kind of number that you would get, which is very big. 220 times 512, you're going to have 112,640. If you confirm with the expression, it was 2 like that and like that. Yeah, you had that particular answer as a term independent of x. Okay, B, we are done with A. We go to B. B reads what? Given that the coefficient of x cubed is 16 times, so the coefficient of x cubed is 16 times the coefficient of x squared. So we are considering the expansion, this expansion there. The expansion right there is one that we are considering. In that particular expansion, let us find the value of p. So the first thing, before I even write anything, let's say 4px plus 1 raised to the power 8. That's our b. So our b will be 4px plus 1 raised to the power 8. We go to the first bit of information, which reads that given that the coefficient of x cubed, so we need to expand, and then we know the coefficient of x cubed, and then we expand, we know the coefficient of x squared, and then we use the language that they have used there to find our answer. So this is what we have there for our b, coefficient of x cubed, coefficient of x squared. So how can we find x squared right here? So already we'll say 8 is equal to 8 combination, which number should be there for us to have a power where x will be squared? What do we have to know first of all? How do we have to go about this? What we have to know here, it will be, the first term is 8 combination 0. Okay? Where this will be ascending. This one here is ascending, this one is descending. So knowing that that one is ascending, that one is descending, because this one we always subtract, right? Here, this one, we'll keep on subtracting. So it's like here to be let's say it like this. This one, it will be raised to a power, but this one we keep on subtracting. Okay? Because it will be 8 minus 0, then it will be 8 minus 1, 8 minus 2. So this one is actually what? That's what you have to know. You have to first know which one is ascending and which one is descending, and then from there you can know how to move about it. Okay? So if that's confusing, let me explain it one more time. So we know that if we say 8 combination 0, 4px it will be times the 4px to the power 8 minus 0, and then that one to the power 0. So this one is descending, sorry, because we're always subtracting, this one is descending. Then this one just gets the power that's there. So this one is descending, then this one's ascending. Yeah, that's what you just need to know. So how can we know? Because we know that's one is descending. What should we do? So think of 8 combination 6, because 8 combination 6 will give you 4px to the power 8 minus 6, which is the square that we're looking for. And 8 combination 5 will also give us the cubed. So let's start with 8 combination 5 because we're starting with the cubed. So 8 combination 5 times 4px to the power 8 minus 5. Let me just write that out so that we can know how these things are coming about. And then multiplied by 1 to the power 5. 8 combination 5 is what? 8 combination 5, 56. And then 4px to the power 3, because it's 8 minus 5. 1 to any power is just 1, so we can just say times 1. And then we can simplify. So we're going to have is equal to 56 times 4 cubed, which is 3584. Then p cubed x cubed. That is the answer we're finding, which is the term having the x cubed. And then the one having the x squared is going to be, let's do it side by side. So let's just extend the line like that, extend the line, just doing this side by side. The one having the x squared is going to be, you can say it's equal to 8 combination 6, and then 4px. I'm writing all the working out so that we can understand where this is coming from. So the power 8 minus 6, and then it would be 1 to the power 6, which is 1 to any power will just be 1. And then it's 8 combination 6 is 28, and then we have 4px. 8 minus 6 to the power 2, 1 to any power is just 1, so times 1. Then to continue, this particular stage we're going to say is equal to, we have 28 times 4 to the power 2, which is 4 squared, 448. 448 p squared x squared is your answer there. So we have expanded, simple as that. And then we go back to the question. So we have done the necessary working, but now it's just to find the value of p that is remaining. So they are saying that given that the coefficient, so as we have found the terms, okay, what we found were the terms. The coefficient means forget about the cubed, that is the x cubed, and forget about the x squared. Just consider the p cubed and the p squared. Just consider the constants, the numbers themselves. The coefficient of x cubed is 16 times the coefficient of 16 times the coefficient of x squared. So already right there someone might get it wrong because they don't understand what the wording means. So to get the coefficient of x cubed, it is 16 times. What is times? Times means multiplication. So times the coefficient of x squared. Simple as that. I hope you can see how we have been moving. So let's zoom in. Coefficient of x cubed is 16 times the coefficient of x squared. Simple as that. So 3584. 3584 p cubed is the coefficient of x squared. X cubed is equal to 16 times the coefficient of x squared. 16 times coefficient of x squared is 448p squared. Let's forget about the x. So 448p squared. I hope you can see that. Yeah. Then here we'll just write 3584p cubed is equal to 448 times 16. It will be 7168p squared. Simple as that. And then to continue, we are going to have this expression where we're trying to find the value of p, so we can just simply let's start by reducing the numbers. So we can say this, okay, let's divide both sides by the one having this number. Just try to check. 3584 can go into 7168 twice. So let's divide by 3584. 3584 divided by 35. What am I writing? Sorry. I'm so sorry. So 3584 divided by 3584. That and that give you a 1. We are going to have p cubed is equal to, they are going to have, this can go itself a 1, this can go itself into that, sorry, a 2. So we're going to have 2p squared. At least I've just simplified the numbers, and then I think so that the equation can make more sense. And then since we have p cubed there, we can group them together. Okay, p cubed minus 2p squared must equal 0. Factor out the highest power, the smaller power, which will be p squared times, going to remain with p minus 2 is equal to 0. We're going to have p squared is equal to 0, or p minus 2 is equal to 0. We're going to have p is equal to 0, or p is equal to 2. Let's just go to the question. Were there any restrictions? Find the value of p. Okay, why are we finding two values of p here? The reason we're finding two values of p is because it's a quadratic. Rather, if you substitute p, okay, in this it's like a cubic because I is power 3. So substitute 0, you're going to have 0, right? It's like it proves, the equation proves itself, okay? But if you go here, if p is 0 here, you're going to have 0. So p is equal to 0 is invalid, because if you have p there, you're expanding, and then you have just, for example, 0. Would the coefficient of x squared be equal to the coefficient of x cubed? That's what you need to prove. So if, for example, here, because we have p cubed, then we have 0 cubed. Of course, 0 will be equal to 0, and that's not what we want. So we'll say, therefore, p is equal to 2 as our final answer. Then we can even prove, put in a 2. 3584 times 2, which is cubed, you're going to have 28,672. This side, 448 times p which has to be squared, you're going to have a particular answer there. So what was the condition of the question? It said that the coefficient of x cubed is 16 times. Okay, so when proving, I was supposed to say 3584 times 2 squared, times 2 cubed, not squared. Yeah, so you're going to have the 28,672, then 448 times 2 squared. You're going to have a 1,192 times 16, because it says 16 times, you're going to have the same answer. So the final answer is P is equal to 2. P can also equal to 0, but the final answer that we want is P is equal to 2, because it's like you're saying nothing will give you nothing, but we want a value of P. One value. The question specified, they want one value, not values. If they said values, you can say P is equal to 0 or P is equal to 2, but in this particular question they said that find the value of P, carrying 5 marks. This marks the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Cornelius Subinda with another video, and bye bye.